Our planet, a sphere of vibrant life suspended in the vast, silent emptiness of space, is a world of breathtaking beauty and endless complexity. From the frozen expanses of the poles to the scorching heat of the equatorial deserts, nature has sculpted landscapes of such profound scale and intricate detail that they can seem almost otherworldly. These are the places where the raw power of geological forces and the patient hand of time have conspired to create true masterpieces. Massive glaciers, staggering mountains, plains dotted with wild animals. We sure live in a big, beautiful world. To witness these spectacles is to connect with the very essence of our world, to feel a sense of humility and awe in the face of something so much grander than ourselves. It is an experience that transcends mere sightseeing. It is a pilgrimage to the cathedrals of the natural world. Each location tells a story of fire and ice, of wind and water, of life's incredible tenacity and the Earth's enduring power to create and to astonish. The call to adventure is an ancient one, and the desire to explore is woven into our very being. While pinpointing all of Mother Nature's greatest hits could take a lifetime, these out-of-this-world landscapes and awe-inspiring wonders, from Arizona to Antarctica, need to move to the very top of your travel list. Join us as we journey to 15 of the most breathtaking natural wonders our planet has to offer, each a testament to the wild, untamed spirit of Earth. Deep within the lush, almost impenetrable wilderness of Venezuela's Canema National Park, the Earth seems to fall away. Here, from the summit of a colossal tabletop mountain known as Ollantaytambo, a single, unbroken ribbon of water begins its long journey downwards. This is Angel Falls, the world's tallest uninterrupted waterfall, a spectacle of such immense scale that it defies easy comprehension. It plunges for over 979 meters, a descent so long that much of the water transforms into a fine mist before it ever reaches the jungle floor below, creating a perpetual, ethereal cloud at its base. Reaching this remote marvel is an expedition in itself, a multi-day journey by river that winds through a landscape seemingly untouched by the modern world. The reward, however, is a vision of primeval beauty. The sheer cliffs of the Tepui, ancient and weathered, stand as silent sentinels over the verdant rainforest. To stand in its presence, to feel the fine spray carried on the wind, and hear the distant roar of the cascade, is to witness one of the planet's most dramatic and awe-inspiring displays of natural power, a truly humbling experience. On the rugged coast of County Antrim in Northern Ireland, a peculiar and strikingly geometric landscape meets the tumultuous waves of the North Atlantic. This is the Giant's Causeway, an extraordinary assembly of around 40,000 interlocking basalt columns, most of them perfect hexagons. They form a pavement, a series of steps and pillars that seem to lead from the cliff's edge out into the sea itself. It is a place that feels both natural and yet strangely artificial, as if sculpted by an intelligent yet non-human hand. The geological explanation for this marvel is a tale of fire and ice. Around 60 million years ago, intense volcanic activity forced molten basalt up through chalk beds. As this lava cooled and contracted, it fractured into these remarkably regular polygonal shapes, a process of natural crystallization on a gigantic scale. Yet, local legend tells a different story, of the Irish giant Fionn McCumhaill, who built the causeway to cross the sea and fight his Scottish rival. Whether born of myth or geology, the causeway remains a place of profound mystery and stark geometric beauty. The northwestern shore of the Hawaiian island of Kauai presents one of the most dramatic coastlines on Earth. Here, the Na Pali coast rises from the Pacific as a fortress of nature. Its name, meaning the cliffs, is a fitting, if understated, description for these fluted, emerald-green ramparts that tower up to 1,200 meters above the ocean. Carved over millennia by wind and water, these razor-sharp ridges are interspersed with deep, narrow valleys, hidden beaches, and cascading waterfalls that seem to appear from nowhere, plunging directly into the sea. This formidable and isolated landscape, famously showcased in films like Jurassic Park, is largely inaccessible by road. To experience its grandeur, one must commit to an adventure, either by braving the challenging Kalalau Trail, a perilous but rewarding trek along the cliffs, or by approaching from the sea. From a boat or a kayak, the true scale of the Na Pali is revealed. Dolphins often play in the bow waves, and the cliffs seem to change color with the shifting light, a living, breathing testament to the volcanic power and erosive artistry that shaped the Hawaiian archipelago. rising to an astonishing 8,848 meters above sea level, Mount Everest, known as Sagarmatha in Nepal and Chomolungma in Tibet, is the planet's highest point. It's not merely a mountain, it's an icon, a symbol of ultimate challenge and human ambition. Its peak pierces the jet stream, where winds can scream at hurricane force and temperatures, well, they plummet to unimaginable lows. This is what climbers call the death zone, an environment so extreme that the human body can no longer acclimate and begins to shut down. For generations, this colossal pyramid of rock and ice has lured mountaineers, each one seeking to test their limits against the world's most formidable natural obstacle. The journey to the summit is, honestly, a story of endurance, teamwork, and profound respect for the mountain's power. It's a world guided by the unparalleled expertise of the Sherpa people, for whom these mountains are a sacred home. They are the true guardians of Everest, their culture and physiology inextricably linked to this high-altitude realm. To climb Everest is to enter a world of breathtaking vistas and mortal peril in equal measure. In southern Norway, the Lysefjorden carves a deep, dramatic channel through the high mountains. High above its dark, tranquil waters juts a geological anomaly of breathtaking simplicity and, honestly, a bit of terror. Preikestolen, or Pulpit Rock, is a massive, almost perfectly flat-topped cliff that stands a sheer 604 meters over the fjord. The block itself is a near-perfect square, about 25 by 25 meters, its edges just dropping away into a dizzying void. There are no guardrails, no barriers, just an uninterrupted view of the sublime landscape. This incredible formation was born of ice. Around 10,000 years ago, during the last ice age, a massive glacier filled the valley. Water seeped into deep cracks in the mountainside, froze and expanded, eventually breaking off this huge block of rock but leaving it precariously perched. To stand on its edge today is to feel a primal thrill, a mix of vertigo and wonder. The panoramic view of the fjord snaking its way through the mountains is a reward that, honestly, just imprints itself on the memory. A stark reminder of the immense power of glacial forces. The Surt of Wadi Rum in southern Jordan is a landscape that, honestly, seems to belong to another world. This is not a desert of endless, rolling sand dunes, but a realm of majestic sandstone and granite mountains rising sheer from the valley floor. Weathered by millennia of wind and sand into fantastic flowing shapes, these jebels stand like ancient monuments against the vast open sky. The colors here are extraordinary, ranging from pale rose to deep crimson, shifting dramatically with the angle of the sun. It's really no wonder filmmakers have chosen this valley to represent the unearthly landscapes of Mars. To truly experience Wadi Rum is to embrace the life of the Bedouin, the nomadic people who have called this harsh environment home for centuries. A journey by camel or four-wheel drive takes you deep into the desert's heart, past ancient rock carvings and hidden springs. The day's adventure culminates as the sun sets, painting the entire valley in fiery hues. Camping under a canopy of brilliant stars, far from the glow of any city, you feel a profound sense of peace and connection to a timeless, elemental world. In the remote, wild heart of Siberia lies a body of water of superlative statistics and sublime beauty. Lake Baikal is the world's oldest and deepest lake, containing roughly 20% of the planet's unfrozen fresh water. Its age, estimated at over 25 million years, has allowed for the evolution of a unique ecosystem, with thousands of species of plants and animals found nowhere else on Earth. The water itself is legendary for its clarity. In some areas, one can see objects more than 40 meters below the surface. This pearl of Siberia presents two dramatically different but equally stunning faces. In summer, it's a vast inland sea, perfect for hiking along its rugged shores and exploring its secluded coves. But it is in winter that Baikal performs its most magical transformation. The lake freezes over with ice so thick it can support vehicles, and so clear it looks like polished black glass, riddled with a web of white cracks. To skate or walk upon this transparent surface, peering into the dark, mysterious depths below, is an experience that is both surreal and unforgettable. Scattered like a string of pearls across the turquoise expanse of the Indian Ocean, the Maldives are the very definition of a tropical paradise. This nation is composed of over 1,000 coral islands, grouped into 26 atolls, with none rising more than a few meters above sea level. Each island is a sliver of brilliant white sand, fringed with swaying palm trees and encircled by a shallow, luminous lagoon. This is a landscape designed for tranquility, a place where the rhythm of life slows to the gentle lapping of the waves. The true wonder of the Maldives, however, lies just beneath the surface of the water. The coral reefs here are teeming with a staggering diversity of marine life. Snorkeling or diving in these warm, clear waters is like entering another dimension, a silent, vibrant world of kaleidoscopic color. Manta rays glide gracefully through the currents, schools of brightly colored fish dart amongst the coral gardens, and gentle whale sharks, the largest fish in the sea, can often be encountered. The overwater bungalows and luxury resorts simply provide a comfortable perch from which to witness this underwater spectacle. In the heart of the Canadian Rockies lies Banff National Park, Canada's oldest and most treasured national park. This is a landscape of superlatives, a vast wilderness of soaring, snow-capped peaks, immense glaciers, and valleys carved by ancient rivers. The park is a sanctuary for an incredible array of wildlife. Grizzly bears, elk, and bighorn sheep roam freely through its forests and alpine meadows. The sheer scale and raw, untamed beauty of the scenery here are profoundly moving. The jewels in Banff's crown are its glacial lakes. Lake Louise and Moraine Lake, in particular, are famed for their almost impossibly vivid turquoise color, a result of fine rock flour suspended in the meltwater from the surrounding glaciers. In summer, the lakes reflect the majestic peaks with perfect clarity, offering some of the most iconic mountain vistas on the planet. Whether you're hiking to a remote tea house, paddling a canoe on the placid water, or simply sitting on the shore in quiet contemplation, Banff offers a powerful connection to the wild grandeur of the North American continent. High in the Andes of southwest Bolivia lies a landscape so vast and surreal it seems to defy reality. Salar de Uyuni is the world's largest salt flat, a prehistoric lakebed that has long since evaporated, leaving behind an astonishing 10,000 square kilometers of blindingly white salt crust. For much of the year, it is a stark, flat, hexagonal-tiled desert of salt, stretching to a perfectly flat horizon. The sense of scale is so immense that it plays tricks on the eye, allowing for all manner of creative perspective photography. But it is during the rainy season, from January to April, that the salar undergoes its most magical transformation. A thin layer of water covers the salt crust, creating the world's largest natural mirror. The flat surface perfectly reflects the sky above, erasing the horizon and creating the illusion of walking or driving through the clouds. At night, the stars are reflected with such clarity that it feels as if one is floating in the cosmos. This otherworldly expanse also serves as a crucial breeding ground for several species of flamingos. Their pink forms a startling, beautiful contrast against the white and blue. Established in 1872, Yellowstone is the world's first national park, a pioneering concept in conservation that has since been emulated across the globe. It sits atop a colossal supervolcano, a sleeping giant whose immense geothermal energy shapes every feature of this dynamic landscape. This is a place where the Earth's inner turmoil is on full and spectacular display. Geysers erupt with clockwork precision, hot springs bubble and boil, and mud pots gurgle with primordial energy. The park's most famous resident is Old Faithful, a geyser that has reliably erupted for centuries, shooting a column of scalding water high into the air. But beyond this single icon lies a world of geothermal wonders, from the terraced, otherworldly beauty of Mammoth Hot Springs to the vibrant rainbow colors of the Grand Prismatic Spring, its hues created by different species of heat-loving bacteria. The park is also a sanctuary for North American megafauna, with vast herds of bison and elusive wolves roaming its valleys, all set against the backdrop of the stunning Grand Canyon of the Yellowstone. On the border of Brazil and Argentina, the Iguazu River, after winding peacefully through the jungle, suddenly plunges over a cliff in a display of raw, thundering power that is almost overwhelming to the senses. Iguazu Falls is not a single waterfall, but a vast, complex system of some 275 individual cataracts stretching for nearly 3 kilometers. The sheer volume of water, especially during the rainy season, is staggering, creating a deafening roar that can be heard from miles away and sending up a permanent cloud of mist. The centerpiece of this aquatic spectacle is the Garganta del Diablo, or Devil's Throat, a U-shaped chasm where half of the river's entire flow converges and crashes down 82 meters. Walkways take you right to the edge of this abyss, where you are completely enveloped by the spray and the immense sound. The falls are cradled within a lush subtropical rainforest, home to toucans, coatis, and countless butterflies. To experience Iguazu is to be humbled by the sheer, untamable force of water on a continental scale. The Sahara is a name that, well, immediately brings to mind images of endless rolling sand dunes, a romantic and honestly often misleading vision of the desert. While these sand seas or ergs do exist and are incredibly beautiful, they actually make up only a fraction of this colossal wilderness. Spanning much of North Africa, the Sahara is the largest hot desert in the world. A vast and varied landscape of rocky plateaus, gravel plains, dry valleys, and salt flats. It's a realm of extreme temperatures and minimal rainfall, an environment where life clings on with remarkable tenacity. This is a place of profound silence and immense scale, where the horizon just seems to stretch on into infinity. The challenges of survival here are immense, yet for millennia, nomadic cultures like the Tuareg have thrived, mastering the art of navigating this seemingly featureless expanse by the sun and stars. To journey into the Sahara is to step into a world stripped down to its bare essentials: rock, sand, and sky. The stark beauty of a desert sunset, painting the landscape in shades of orange and purple, is a sight of unforgettable and honestly, desolate beauty. Lying in the Pacific Ocean, some 1,000 kilometers off the coast of Ecuador, the Galapagos Islands are, well, a living museum and a showcase for evolution in action. This isolated archipelago of volcanic islands was born of fire, and its harsh, relatively young landscape has fostered the development of unique and fearless wildlife. It was here that a young Charles Darwin made the observations that would lead to his revolutionary theory of evolution by natural selection. The creatures here seem to have no innate fear of humans, allowing for uniquely intimate wildlife encounters. Here, marine iguanas, the world's only seagoing lizards, bask on black volcanic rocks, while giant tortoises, for which the islands are named, lumber through the highlands like ancient armored beings. Blue-footed boobies perform their comical courtship dance, and sea lions play inquisitively with snorkelers in the clear waters. Each island in the archipelago has its own distinct character and its own set of endemic species, a collection of living evidence for the power of isolation and adaptation. A visit to the Galapagos is a journey back in time and, honestly, a powerful lesson in biology. In southwestern Turkey, a hillside appears to be covered in a cascade of frozen waterfalls or, fluffy cotton balls, a surreal white landscape against the green valley. This is Pamukkale, which translates to Cotton Castle, a natural wonder created by the slow, patient work of mineral-rich thermal waters. For thousands of years, hot, calcium-laden water has flowed down the mountainside. As it cools, it deposits calcium carbonate, which hardens into a brilliant white mineral called travertine, forming a stunning series of terraced pools. This natural spa was recognized for its therapeutic properties even in ancient times. The Greco-Romans built the grand city of Hierapolis at the top of the White Terraces, a sprawling complex of temples, baths, and a magnificent theater whose ruins still stand today. Visitors can walk barefoot through the warm, shallow water of the travertine pools, their milky blue appearance a striking contrast to the white stone. Pamukkale is, honestly, a unique and beautiful intersection of natural geological processes and thousands of years of human history. Our journey across the globe, from the thundering cascades of Iguazu to the silent starlit expanse of the Sahara, has revealed but a fraction of the Earth's wonders. Each of these 15 locations is a testament to the planet's immense power, its delicate artistry, and its enduring capacity to inspire awe. They are reminders that we live on a world of incredible diversity and profound beauty, a world with stories etched into every mountain, river, and coastline. These are not just destinations, they are experiences that can, honestly, change the way we see our place in the universe. The call of the wild, the lure of the unknown, and the desire to witness beauty are powerful human instincts. These natural masterpieces are more than just pictures in a video. They are real places, waiting to be explored, respected, and protected. They challenge us, humble us, and ultimately connect us to the magnificent living system that is our planet. From towering waterfalls to surreal salt flats, these natural wonders remind us of the planet's incredible beauty. So, as you consider your own adventures, let this journey be an inspiration. Perhaps you dream of standing on the edge of Pulpit Rock or swimming with the fearless creatures of the Galapagos. The world is full of wonder, and your own great journey is waiting to begin. Which one will you visit first? Let us know in the comments, and hey, don't forget to subscribe for more awe-inspiring journeys.